Well, what do we have here? Go back. Sit. Come out of it, that'll do. Come out of it. Mustering made easy by the dogs. These are some of our young ewes that we bred. Maggie, here Maggie, get up here. Have a look, you fool. Big day of drenching today. Worms, before things get too close to lambing. Get up here. I certainly do not want all of you. Not you. You can stay. Sonny, you especially need to go in here. Come here. Here's up. Come on. Get up here. Get up. Sit down. So we've got a bit happening today. Got to drench all these ewes. I think there's 94 in there, and can't remember off to count them ones. And then we've got to go down to a Logan Park and drench the twin ewes and bring them back here and put them in a good paddock, and then take these ones down to a Logan Park. Do a bit of a swap around because the twins are sort of 4 weeks off lambing, so we've got to get them on good feed and spread them out a bit for lambing, and then not touch them again. Whereas these ones are still a couple of months off. These ones, whereas these ones are still a couple of months off lambing, so take them down there and dribble a bit of grain into them just to keep them going a bit, because these are only hoggets, these ones, so young sheep, that's what a hogget is, sort of between 1 and 2 years. They're in good shape too. Hey girls. These are ones we bought, these ones, and then those ones up there are ones we bred. Firstly, the most important step though.
Thank you, but I'm fine. I've got a
bit of radio.
Chills happening at the moment, but
I don't even listen to it half the time, it's just there for noise. So this is the drench we're using today. You might have seen this in the last video. It's just a broad spectrum. For starters, 65. So the heavier sheep obviously need more drench than the lighter ones. So any real light ones that I come across, I just give a little bit less. But you generally dose to the here Maggie, come out of it, to the heaviest sheep in the mob. So I talked a little bit about it in the last video about electronic guns and stuff, and weighing them as you're drenching them.
Under the stars, it feels like the world is ours. Oh yeah, this is the good life. This is the good life. Follow the desert roads to where no man goes. We can
Into our ewes now.
Drive on through the night and look up at the brighter sky.
Alrighty, so just finished drenching our ewes now. My plan is, what I'm thinking, so these two mobs have got to go down to a Logan Park, down the highway on the truck, and then the twin ewes have got to come back here and go up the back onto a few good paddocks for lambing, and split them up. There's 320 something, and I'm going to split them up probably into 3 little paddocks of 100 sort of thing. But because these are young sheep, we don't want them to slip. So I'm thinking is, I might leave them down here for a day or two and try and get them eating on grain, and knowing what the ute with the trailer means. Because they're young sheep, they haven't been fed before, like they haven't been trail fed during the drought or anything. They weren't around then, so I've got to try and get them started somehow. So I think I'll put them in a little paddock here. There's plenty of grass around the yards here and things that they can chew on, and then I'll feed them, start trying to give them a little bit of feed, and that'll get them started. And then I'll take them down there sort of maybe Saturday or something, and then when I go down to feed them, they'll know exactly what it is, as opposed to trying to start them down there in a big paddock. And when I say feed, I mean trail feeding, like grain, probably grain or a mix of grain and pellets, because the pellets are the protein. So we'll try and do a mix, I think. So I'm just gonna go down, have to go down in the ute and get these other sheep in the yards, and then come back and get the truck and do probably 3 light loads, because they're only sort of 4 weeks away from lambing. We'll just take them pretty steady and just 3 easy loads, about 320. So bring them back here, drench them, and then send them straight up to their paddocks. Try and get them in and out of the yards as quick as possible, so we're not causing them as much stress, too much stress. They're demolishing that block. It's only been here for a day. Hey, 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 come on girls. Up you get. Hey, 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 that's it, have a look. Hey. So notice I only brought 1 dog with me just to try and keep things pretty calm. And she's a pretty quiet dog, she doesn't bark a whole lot, which is even better. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, shh, shh, shh. Go back, go back. Go back. Push him up. Go back. Push him up. What are you doing? Hmm? These are a bit heavier than the other ones, so we'll have to up the rate a little bit. That'll do. That'll do. Sit down. Pete. So I'm just going to open this gate, and they can go straight out and then up and start going up to their paddock. The gate's closed at the top of the laneway there, so just let them out. Get them out of the yards, get them back for a feed. We're trying to put the least amount of stress as possible on them at the moment. Yeah, the quicker we can get out of the yards, the better. You know, they've only sort of been in the yards down there and back here for a sort of 1.5 to 2 hours now, so that's pretty good effort getting them out in and out and drenched within two hours. So probably take me an hour to do these 330 or whatever there is. So we'll see. Look at you, you're gonna run straight at me, aren't you? See that? Getting through them. The old crossbred ewes are pretty hard on the knees. You open the gate and they run straight at you. Oh, there's the phone.
This chance, might as well take it. Oh, let's go anywhere, no destination. This whole world, ours for the taking. Brand new life out there just waiting. Oh, let's go. For clover fields, we'll open the sky, make the clouds disappear. For every day that the world makes us feel like giving up, we'll make our own luck. Daddy, daddy.
Yeah, I reckon without a doubt, those ewes will find that gate that we took those sheep out of this morning I left open, which is where I want them to go, but I bet they'll find it. Told you they'd find their gate. They're not silly. Oh, Maggie, that dog is barking at the drone. Get over yourself. Maggie! Maggie! Sit down, Maggie!
We'll make our own luck. We'll make our own luck. We'll make our own luck. We'll make our own luck.
So I'll come back out in the morning or the next couple of days. Doesn't really matter too much, just in the next few days, and we're going to split them into 3 paddocks. So You can't really see, but they're over there. There's 2 more paddocks plus that one that we'll split them up into for lambing. Just spreads them out a little bit and gives them a bit of space. Bring some lick out to them and they should be good. They won't need to be touched now before they're lambs, so which is good. It's good to have it drenched. That was sort of, I had them in the yards down there at 1 o'clock and it's a bit after 5 now, which is a pretty good turnaround, I think. Too much stress on them, I hope. They were still happy to run up my knees, the fatties. Go back. And they can just go down here for the night. It's a good job done. I can't see where I'm going here. They're going down there for a bit of a pick around the shed and stuff now, which is good. It's a good job to get that done. The ewes, crossbred ewes will be happy out the back there now. It's not cheap to drench. That's just the way it is. I think it's about $1,500 for that 15 litres of drench. And what we drenched, I drenched nearly 600 today, I think. But yeah, definitely worth it, obviously. Because worms will end up killing the sheep reasonably quickly if you don't sort of take preventative measures like this. I'd like to get into egg testing a little bit, worm egg counts and stuff like that. We don't really do too much of it, but it is something that would definitely be beneficial, I think. Anyway guys, I've got to go feed Jack and Jill now and the dogs and things, so I'll leave it there, I think, and I hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll catch you in the next one. Alrighty guys, see ya, bye.